access if you can't pass a drinking test.
That is exactly what I need, mate. This
In fact,
happened
I
twice.
think like that other people have a similar problem, not necessarily with that, but I think we have got the knife round, by the way. I suspect here.
We have, yeah.
Everything
it's,
restarted,
it's
but
not that
you
much of a
know.
big deal.
Yeah, knife round. We'll just see how it goes. But I want a restriction on like your Steam wallet, because drunk buying people gifts is a perilous endeavor, especially if you don't necessarily have that much money to play with. But,
yeah. Sorry, I'm going on about booze the whole time. I'm a student, so most people know this by now. But let's get ahead in the Counter-Strike anyway. We're going to be seeing Overgaming versus London Conspiracy. This is the first map, if you're just joining us, of this best of 3 series. And of course, this is Dust 2. The second map's going to be Mirage, and the third is going to be Cash. So, we've done predictions already. And of course, coming up after this, we've got another best of 3, and that's going to be between my XMG female and Alternate, the German side, which once again, I think is going to be an interesting matchup. And we're going to talk a little bit about how we feel about the female scene. Again, we're going to get a discussion going on later on, but we'll save it for then. And the knife went the way of... I completely blanked there. I was talking and getting information out of my mouth.
Too. Me and Methers, because like you can't really cast a knife round, so we're always just like, yeah, whatever, we'll let it run. And then we forget to actually pay attention to who wins the knife round. And the worst thing is that when it's on Dust 2, you don't even know for sure who picked what side, because there are teams out there that pick CT's side, even though the majority pick the pick T. But we'll see. Certainly, it doesn't really matter who picked what in the end, as long as we know that which team is on which side, and we are underway with the pistol round.
Yeah, so London Conspiracy starting on the terrorist side, so one might venture a guess that they won the knife and they're going to be starting on CT. Polly's opened up, but immediately returned by Musambani, and a nice little stack in middle there. 2 members on top of each other's heads, and it's effectively a 1-2-1 split, which is a pretty weird setup, but it might work out as Polly's going to be pushed through. Carey's going to drop him. DSF answers back, but Carey gets his second, bringing it to a 2-on-3. Now Skirk and Rubino need to take down the man defending B, and they do. Alex drops, and the bomb site is in their control. 2-on-2 situation, plenty of time on the clock. Spuddington, this one could go either way.
Yeah, really, really could. Musambani knows that he's cutting off at least one person. Both of them are actually, both sides sending a person out. Meanwhile, there's a stare-off with Musambani versus the crack in the door. In the end, it's actually going to be Kyrie that comes out on top against Skirk. Elsewhere on the map, it's going to force Rubino's hand. He's going to go for the bomb plant. Musambani will hear him, but nice flick shot there. They get that. Headshot. Can Rubino finish the deal? He knows he just has to defend here, but he's actually going on the offensive so far. Kyrie going to be the one to get him? Yes, he is.
That was really, really intelligent. A really small little detail. Carey, I'm going to say Carey. he jumped, okay? And what he did was fake the sound of him jumping into window. So by jumping, that's a sound cue for Rubino to go and peek out, because he was getting ready to push, right? And he assumed that he jumped onto the window, but in fact he just jumped and baited him out. So that was really, really clever play. Not so clever, in my opinion, was splitting up there from London Conspiracy. I don't know why they tapered off and sent a man down to tunnels. They had the B bomb site in their control. In my opinion, they should have just got the bomb down. Maybe they could have fake planted and baited the push out and taken the kill, and then worried about planting the bomb, or simply just covered and got the bomb down. And splitting up's a bit of a weird decision, but yeah, let's come back to Biden. So Overgaming now with the round lead, and they've got the guns.
I think it was partly a decision. The split up was because Musambani was literally just staring holes through the door. Like, if they'd gone past the doorway, they would have been shot down, and that could have been a real problem for them. But as it is, Eco Bash pretty much going according to plan for Overgaming here. Only 3 guys left. There's been a small investment into the round. CZs and Deagles awry. But unless they can get something past Flippin, it's looking like they are not going to get much done. Flippin himself backing away, gets flashed. Returning fire now with the FAMAS, and actually does go down. So not an ideal start from him. Overgaming. Kyrie in particular is actually saving this round, so he's only got a CZ. It's pretty much equal footing. He needs to back out and save that gun. And this London Conspiracy push is actually not going too badly for them, but they are about to get flanked from behind Musambani is coming, but it's actually not looking like it might matter that much. Get cut down before Musambani can even get there.
Yeah, nice 1D from Polly though. I just love 1Ds, man. I'm from Counter-Strike Source, what can I say? Oh, look at this. London Conspiracy, 5 AKs. So having got the bomb plant in round number 1 and getting 2 frags in the following round, the one we just saw, they're going to be forcing it up and going for a full AK buy. Let's see if this is going to work out for them. Of course, an AWP picked up on the Spanish side of Overgaming on CT. And where is the AWP? I'm guessing probably around the middle area. It is on Carey in the middle, and it's going to get action, so it's going to be pushed down here. They're not going to immediately push through the smoke, they're going to just feel them out. I mean, you know, it's never wise to run through a smoke unless you set up for it with smokes and flashes of your own, and that's exactly what they're doing as Rubino takes the point as they push through middle. Smoke blocking off CT, so it's going to give them free access actually as Skirk takes down Musambani. Alex in the window fairly aggressively gets a frag, which I do like, being in such a tight position, pushing out. Rubino takes down Lowell though, and he doesn't get anything done over there. Holly's going to take down Alex as well, having done very well. Doesn't get anything else done. Now flipping, and the last man remaining for Overgaming in this clutch situation.
Yeah, looks like they're just going to plan on saving here. Kyrie is eyeing CT spawn and thinking maybe someone will walk into my scope here. He's got his other angle covered by flipping, so there's really not much reason for him to go anywhere else unless he thinks someone's going to come over short. Could happen. And he's going to back away. So the bomb ticking its way down there, and London Conspiracy with a fairly standard, just push straight through the middle, block off CT and rush onto B. Take themselves that round. No, they don't catch anyone at the very end though.
No, but AWP saved on Carey's back, so that's a very good chunk of change saved in his back pocket, and he's going to be able to take that into the next round. Also flipping with the FAMAS. So they've got 2 rifles, but the rest of them are going to be flat out eco. 2 CZs picked up, but no Kevlar or grenades or anything like that. So basically, a bit of a mismatch of guns. And then Conspiracy looking very good in that round. You know, first buy round, first indication of what we can expect from their T side. We all know that they're a very strong terrorist team. So, you know, opting to start on the favoured side of terrorists on Dust 2, you would expect them to accumulate, you know, certainly a good amount of rounds. So probably looking at about 10, I would expect, actually, from the Conspiracy here. So in this round, they've kept all the AKs, of course, and they've got long control, but they're backing on out, which is slightly strange to me. I'm not sure what they're doing here. They're maybe sending Overgame through a bit of a loop. It's a bit weird because they've got full control of long, and you know, maybe they're ready for a stack or something on A, so they want to go and throw the fake over at long and push mid. But Flippin's taken down Rubino, and he was on his own, so this is now becoming a bit of a precarious one for London Conspiracy. They're gonna have to salvage what they can on the back of this bad decision, in my opinion. And well, they're all up short now, and now the rotate's going to come in for Overgame because there's only 30 seconds on the clock. If they do push short now, it's going to be quite tricky for them. But Skirk's spoiling out one at middle, and they've got another man defending there in mid as well. London Conspiracy, what are you doing? 25 seconds on the clock. They're going to be pushing short, okay, and that does turn out to be a good decision. Actually, Carey still alive, gets 2. Terrible decision. What am I saying? Awful decision. Carey gets 4. Carey, take a bow. London Conspiracy made to pay for their indecision and a bit of a mismatch of strategy. Well, but Carey, lovely stuff from him, and that, you know, Spuddington, they should have won that round in the Conspiracy. They had 5 AKs, so not ideal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the decision they made in principle to rush Carey at the end there, but yeah, he was pretty good on the old aiming front, and they kind of weren't. They should have, at absolute worst there, they should have only lost 2 people to get control of the site, and then maybe they could have defended with that AWP themselves. As it was, though, nothing doing. Rubino pushing over short and backing out, having gotten some grenades for his troubles, and now the push on mid, as Rain is the first man through, gets the kill with the CZ, and it's worth noting they've also got a scout rotate onto B.
Yeah, and he's the last man. He gets taken out. Alex drops without getting anything done. And now, oh, Carey again through the door. Carey has certainly come in pretty warmed up into this game straight away, hitting all of his shots, looking very, very good. But they do have the guns Overgaming, and it's the retake situation. 3 on 4, yes, but they've got the arsenal to do this, and they've got plenty of time, so let's see if they're going to do it.
Well, that was certainly a good way to start off a retake, and that is also a good way to follow it up. Skirt goes down immediately. Lowell really doing work. It's 3 kills, and is going to be the one with the honor of defusing as well. So Overgaming, 4-1, looking pretty good there.
Yeah, solid round. And I'm going to actually just reiterate what I was talking about with the being cynical about the indecision with London Conspiracy. The issue I had was they got long control, and they knew that Overgaming's equipment was probably going to be a bit, a bit shoddy because they just lost the round. So as any game leader, you kind of guess that they're going to be on pistols. So pushing long is a great idea because you've got the range, and they got long control. But then they only sent one member down there, and kind of left him do his thing. He got taken out, and then they got stuck on. On short, and at that point they were very predictable. So yeah, just reiterating what I meant by the indecision. But nevertheless, we're on to round 6 and Overgaming now with 4 to LC's 1, having won the first buy round convincingly as well. So a nice little comeback here from Overgaming.
Yeah, definitely true. Kyrie starts them off by putting Polly down to, as Meadows would say, mouse fart destruction territory. He's down on 1 HP, which is really not what you want to be running with. Overgaming themselves now. Need to just keep control. London Conspiracy smokes through mid, flashes through mid. Are they going to go for it? Like it's going to be a no for now. They're going to just hold off, wait for an opportunity, and maybe now they'll go through the doors. Yeah, there we go. Lowell is cut off. Is he going to come through the smoke? Doesn't look like it. He does know there's another one that's been planted now, though. And with them encircling both angles for B, this could be a big one.
Yeah, the pincer is most certainly real, but Low is in such good position. Boosted up. Gets to. London Conspiracy, do come back, get the entrance on to B. That's what they needed. That's what they want. They want to get this bomb down. But 3 remaining members for the CT, and they did it so well last time, actually, with the B retake with 3 members, and that was against 4, be it with the pistols, but I'd pin them to do it again, as Flipping gets Rain. It's going to be almost too much here for DSF, and it's very simple in the end for Flipping on the flank, beautifully taking down 2, so simple as you like, clinching that round for his team, and that's going to be the 5th on the board now for the Spaniards. They've started very, very strongly indeed, and I've already said it. I think London Conspiracy are they're a terrorist kind of sided team. That's their better side. So in the early stages, Overgaming certainly impressing me. They're looking very good indeed. And here we see another little bit of a mixed buy. An eco coming out for London Conspiracy with a scout brought up. So expect 6-1. What a phenomenal start from the Spaniards.
Yeah, maybe I have been overrating London Conspiracy or underrating Overgaming. Either way, doesn't really matter. Right now, it looks like London Conspiracy's play is for long. And they should be able to get close if they really want to go for it. Smoke's flying. And a nice scout shot there on Kyrie. That's actually huge now. They can get onto the site relatively easily. Can they get anything done for it? Yes, it actually looks like they can. Few kills being passed back and forth now. So it's a 3 playing 4 scenario. And Overgaming trying for the retake. They will get the first kill. Lowell gets that. Can they get any more now? Alex, sitting below, has been cut off by the incendiary. They are all down there, which is causing them some real problems. They just don't seem to have the angle to get on. Rain is going to find one, get taken in return. But they're running out of time, and getting onto the actual bomb itself is so difficult when you don't know what you're doing. Or don't know where everybody is, rather. They know exactly what they're doing. They're dying.
What a great round from the Conspiracy there. With that scout, yeah, DSF coming up big with the scout, getting the shot onto the long defender, and then the man on the A bomb site didn't even get frag, he got taken out. So of course it became a retake scenario, and the retake just wasn't up to snuff. A really nice afterplant hold. I mean, the positions were terrible for London Conspiracy on the afterplant. They were kind of stuck all over the place. They had no time to get good afterplants, but they did a very fine job of holding on to the bomb site and winning the round. So that's only their second, but it might just be the start of things going better for them. They might claw some rounds back now and get some momentum going.
Well, that's not a brilliant way to start it off. Kyrie getting revenge, although not on the same person, for that last round where he was taken out before he really got to do anything. Alex is waiting around the corner. Will Rain get him? Yes. Lowell is actually in the smoke. Is he going to push right the way through? If he does, he's likely to regret it. Rubino on the other side, but in the end, Rubino gets him. And onto the B site now. Looking very, very good for London Conspiracy. They've got control, got the man advantage. Should be an easy closeout here.
Yeah, an extremely controlled push and overall play, actually. They didn't take any undue risks, and the way they pushed was in pairs, and they did it very coordinatedly. Coordinated.
In a very coordinated manner.
There you go. And, of course, that got them the round, as we see now. Carey trying to save that AWP, and he'd probably be lucky if he could get away with this big, expensive rifle, because the hunt is on. They're going to be chasing him already here. So Carey missing that shot, and he's not going to get a frag, and he's going to drop. So London Conspiracy with their first consecutive round in a while. That's going to put them 2 in a row, and it's going to put them overall on 3. So Overgaming now on the eco, and LC with a very good chance of bringing it to 5-4. And of course that'd be, be looking like a lot more even game again. And I wouldn't even put it past LC to carry on winning the rounds from that point and get 10. Like I said originally, they might expect to get 10. But Overgame has just started very, very well. But as I said, this might be the start of LC coming back and clawing rounds together. But we'll wait and see what happens in this round. Overgame have only got pistols, as we've said, so don't expect too much from them.
No, and that's not really the way they wanted to start it off. P2K runs out, gets taken down very quickly indeed. Tends to be what happens. Pistols versus rifles now. Alex on 6 health on B site, likely to get mobbed any second. There are many, many people, and Polly has also cut down the numbers here for Overgaming. They do seem to have called this, though. They're heavily committed to defending B now, as of what they've got left. See if Loey can get anything. No. And, well, now it's Musambani, but it's not like there's even any point to him staying alive, so... Which sounds very harsh, but he really hasn't invested anything in this round.
Literally nothing. He's just got P2000 and no Kevlar. But, I mean, mission exit frags, He wants to try and make it expensive for his opposition here. He wants to try and get a frag or 2, so they have to rebuy. And, of course, if he could get a rifle and save it, that would be ideal. So, if he could do that, he'd be a very happy boy. Skirks is kind of prowling around. He's quite near him. Yeah. He kind of sensed his presence and he's backed off. And they've even smoked him off. That's such methodical play, even on the after plan. So, great stuff from London Conspiracy. I really like that. They're thinking about everything. It's a very good sign from them. And they do pick up their 4th round as expected. But here we go. Here's the buy round for both sides as Carey's got his AWP. And Polly, by the way, has started to AWP now. So a bit of an AWP battle is going to be taking place. And let's see if London Conspiracy can tie us out, equal us out at 5-5.
Yeah, indeed. They are looking to close. They're going to close the gap. Not much of a gap, but of course there is that whole siding of the map to consider when we think about that. So at the moment it's still Overgaming's ball. It's still their court. But if they were to lose this round, another eco, at least one. Rubino rushing in through middle. But actually, in spite of catching them with the flash, didn't get much from it there.
Yeah, you would have expected Rubino to get that frag, but somehow Lowell didn't get flash enough, and he was able to get the kill instead of being killed. So 5 plays 4, and we'll make that 5 plays 3 as Carey with lightning fast reactions takes down Rain. He was just trying to get a bit of map control, but he's not going to get it, not at all. No sir, you're not going to be pushing short anytime soon. But actually Carey's dropped off, so they're going to leave short a little bit more open now, and worry about long and play passively from the side. But A isn't the play. It's going to be Overgaming to defend the mid, and Lowell's going to defend it for damn sure, getting 2 frags. DSF now charged with getting anything, and he can't. So a flawless round from the Spaniards. Having lost 3 in a row, they get a flawless round. So yeah, great run from them. That's going to be 6-4.
Yeah, they didn't exactly have a perfect buy-up last round either. There was a couple of... I think there was even Flippin, I think, was running with no armor whatsoever, but didn't really matter. Of course, if you always shoot them in the head, then you don't need to worry too much. But that wasn't really too much based on just pure headshotting glory. It was very much just a case of Going in piecemeal from London Conspiracy. Right now, they're doing quite the opposite. They're all charging in at once, getting flashed a lot for the privilege. They get one, but that's not really what they were looking for here. We'll get another one, and they may be able to get more if Polly can sneak around, but he's not aware of how many people are nearby. He's got the AWP out. Faked the plant. Now he's actually cutting off Overgaming, so now he can get that plant.
Yeah, I don't even know how they've got into this position over London Conspiracy. Things were looking very bad for them with Lowell staying alive so long, but the flank came on, and there's the retake. So Carey with a nice shot onto Polly, and Masambani is just going to clean up onto DSF. Yeah, as I was saying, look, and LC were very well. They were split up for a start, so it was basically 1 versus 3 on the site there. But Lowell was trying to shoot one of the LC members, and Polly came from behind, got the flank. And that's what got them the bomb down, but they weren't able to convert the after plant into a round victory. And Overgaming now on 7. And let me just say at this point, guys at home, this is it's a T-sided map. Statistically speaking, on average, you're going to see 9-6. Terrorist-sided, not CT-sided. So, bearing that in mind, Overgaming with a very solid first half thus far. And they'll certainly be the more happy of the two teams, especially as I've already said. I think LC are a very good terrorist team, so yeah, maybe Overgaming is just playing a lot better than their opposition right now. I'm not too sure what's the case with that, or maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe LC are not really that good on Dust 2, and they're not very good on terrorist side. From what I've seen, they haven't been doing that many intricate strats or anything that exciting. They've just been trying to get map control and work with it. We've seen a lot of mid-B splits, and they've had mixed success with that. They've kind of been fairly predictable in their strats as well, in as much as they've kind of got short control, and Overgaming are completely aware of this, and they've got mid lockdown as well, and they've got players on long, so it just becomes obvious they're going to be pushing short. So LC with quite a lot left to be decided on their terrorist side, but Masambani catches Rubino with his pants down, and that's going to give them the 5-4 advantage.
Yeah, look in the wrong direction right there. There wasn't all that much chance he was going to be getting attacked from behind when he was facing towards the doors. That being said, Masambani chose his time, got his kill, and now London Conspiracy are once more up against it. Polly is also low on health right now, which could prove to be quite an issue for them. DSF looking to solo make his way onto B. He loses the aim duel, and the rest of the team are heading onto the site, but in fact they kind of get blindsided by a man hiding in plain sight, as Skirk now also does some work for his team, and they've actually put it down to a 3 versus 2 retake scenario time. Yeah.
I was going to say, they've left themselves no time whatsoever, but the bomb plant was like half a second off, so a really, really tight one. But LC, like I'm saying, yeah, they kind of get map control, and they haven't shown as much haste in their plays, and they haven't been deciding, categorically, right, guys, we're going to be going long. We haven't seen a full long push, and it's obvious what they're doing. They're leaving it very late in the rounds, and then they're kind of pushing in, and it's far too obvious. And that was a prime example. They had 15 seconds there to take the B bomb site, but here comes the push on to B yet again. Masambani's only going to get 1, so that's going to make it a 3 versus 3. The bomb's down in tunnels, but they're going to be able to collect that, no problem. And Carey, you should not walk through a smoke.
What the?
Silly play. He just walked through a smoke.
I think never he took DSF off guard though. Like he was totally not ready for a person with an AWP to walk straight through a smoke cloud into a terrorist-infested site there. And it took him a second to realise, but fortunately Carey, for him, wasn't looking his way. And now this should be their round. Overgaming are going to be down to 1 man now, and not expecting Lowell to get much here. He may look for some exits. Might get DSF just straight on the site, but ends up trading only a 1-for-1 there.
So they did that a lot quicker, right? They did, they pushed in about 30 seconds, and they did it a lot quicker, a lot faster, and they were able to get the entrance onto B. I suppose that was the key thing, not how long they left it. They got the trades on the B push, so the bomb site became theirs. Overgaming there with not a good enough defense on the B bomb site, so that's going to be their 5th. So Overgaming's 8, and let me reiterate, it's a T-sided map. Carey!
Wow.
Where have you been? What a gorgeous quick scope there. I honestly nearly swore it was that good. Rain gets a headshot onto Lowell though, and that's going to bring it to a 4-on-4. Spunnington, I was very close to saying a naughty word there. That was a really nice shot.
The good thing you didn't. Sake of our innocent viewers who have never heard such words before. It doesn't really matter right now, though, because there is actually quite an advantage gained for London Conspiracy here. They've got control. Can he take out Flippin here? Skirk looked for it, but couldn't actually get it. Polly, however, literally just down to, do you get the click? Does the AWP shot land? He knows where Flippin is, but he also doesn't seem to want to go for that bomb plant just yet. Flippin is waiting. He's walking around the corner. Is he going to get it? No.
One-on-ones are always really weird. It's such a mind game, you know, because you're one-on-one, and with positional awareness as well, when you know when the other person is, you've got to just really try and play with their heads and do the unexpected. And Polly's thinking there was his health is so low. I mean, you know, Polly's health, his own health was so low that had he gone for the plant, got the bomb down, the retake would have been on. He had, you know, he'd rather go and try and catch him off guard early, and so that's what he did. Kind of rely on his reaction with the AWP. You're trying to get that one click, take him down, but it wasn't to be. And a 1-for-1 opens up this round. Actually, a 2-for-1 as Lowell with a lovely CT rotate, and that's nice to see him backing up his teammate. It's going to bring it to a 4-on-3, and because LC only committed 2 members there, that's all they're going to get from it. They're not going to get much. So good stuff from Overgaming, and well, London's Conspiracy are going to be making their way up short now. They've got short control. Not for long. It's Barney gets the headshot and jumps with joy after getting the kill. And Rubino gets 2 though. Lovely stuff. Can he get a third? No, he can't. Not quite. And now Polly's the last man. And Lowell, yes, he will get that frag. And that's going to be 10-5. Lovely from Rubino though. But, you know, overall a little bit hit and miss from LC. I would have expected them to be the ones with 10-5. So my prediction was reverse. So Overgaming surprising me with a very strong CT half.
Yeah, I've got to say, actually, for all that Rubino's play in that very last round there was impressive, yesterday he was a lot more consistently impressive. He was playing very, very well, always winning out in these clutch situations. And that was the kind of thing we would have expected to see from him yesterday, and he just hasn't been showing it. I mean, you can see it in his KDA. Straight up a negative KDA, although, in fairness, losing a lot of rounds does tend to hurt your KDA. Still not ideal, and maybe he's going to get warmed up as time goes by. Polly seems to have started off the game fairly warmed up, but there's only so much you can do on your own. And I can't really comment on Rain, actually, in fairness, because I didn't see him yesterday. He wasn't here.
Oh, really? Was he being stood in for?
He was stood in for by Dennis.
Oh, well, good sub. But, well, let me bring up the fact that Polly's their AWPer and Dust 2 is like an AWP-centric map. I say it every time. I can't say it. You know, AWPs are very, very important on Dust 2, so I'm not too surprised that he's top fragging. But, you know, the fact Rubino hasn't really stepped up individually is probably a case of his whole team not stepping up. You know, these guys have got a lot more in the tank, got a lot more to give, and, you know, pretty subpar half overall for everybody. So I think it'd be unfair to single somebody out. Barney takes down Rubino. The man we were just calling out gets destroyed through the smoke, and if you haven't already guessed it, this is the second half. This is the first map, by the way. It's Dust 2. Next going to be Mirage, and then Cash if we need it. Overgame with the very, very solid defense on the first half, and now we switched over. They're going to be on the attacking side, and Spuddington, you've got to say, LC, if they lose this pistol round, it's almost going to be GG.
Yeah, they'll have very little room to breathe if that happens. And now, well, you can rely on the occasional clutch headshot, but it's going to be very difficult to defend this if they all come up short. Although if Overgaming are a little bit slower than you might hope, then they may actually suffer here. There are a couple of grenades on the side of their opponents, but it doesn't matter as they just head onto the site. Force London Conspiracy away and pick up a few kills for good measure. Flippin is in a fight with Rain, who is twisting and turning away and getting encircled here. He is not going to have much time. Does actually pick up 2 though, so really good stuff. But he's the last man standing in a situation where he really, really shouldn't be coming out on top. If he gets Musambani as well, that's mission accomplished. If he gets another on top of that, that would be an incredible performance. But still, very respectable from Rain. Not a lot from anyone else on London Conspiracy.
Exactly right, yeah. Rain, gorgeous USB work. That was just a joy to watch. Lovely frags. But the defense, first of all, on LC's side was pretty crap. You know, I mean, DSF made his way to Goose, like up the ramp through the site and behind that wall far too late. So he got caught out completely in the open. As soon as he saw flashes and stuff, he tried to make his way there to set up a crossfire. But it was an awful decision because he got caught completely out in the open, and Overgaming were able to get the easy frag on him. And then the other man who was on the A ramp got taken out also without really getting anything done. So that opened up the bomb site completely. Yes, Rain did a fantastic job on Pit, but it was too little too late, and they've lost that round. And Overgaming now on 11 with a view to picking up another 2, which would put them, of course, on 13 to LC's 5. They're on the harder side now as well. So Overgaming certainly in the driving seat on this one.
Rain is going to come from the side and gets nobody, but nearly took one. So I guess it's the kind of, I support that play.
You're not going to say it's the thought that matters, are you?
I'm not going to say it's the thought that matters, but I like in that scenario, he probably had like a 50-50 chance of getting a kill or not getting a kill. And when you're running CZ against rifle, that's not bad odds to take, I guess, how I would put it.
Yeah, no, it was a fairly good idea. The thing is, Overgaming were walking the whole way, so he kind of expected, all of them to be waiting there for him. So he just got a bit unlucky. It was a good idea. It was a good idea, but the thought doesn't. It's not that the thought counts because you need to win, man. You need to hit the shots. Like,
I think very effectively about CS:GO. I'm gold. So anyway, Overgaming. They've got the bomb down. It looks like we're actually going to be seeing a couple of pistols saved. There is a rifle on DSF, which he has managed to take away. And he is actually about to possibly engage in a duel. Decent distance. Not going to be seeing it happen today. DSF hiding down that little ramp there.
Yeah, so as eco rounds go, getting 1 frag, you probably want a few more, but the fact that he saved the AK makes that twice as good and twice as successful as a round. So for an eco round, not too bad, not really, not great, but not awful either. DSF's gonna have the AK now going into the next round, and let's see if he can make it work. Like if he could just step up now and go huge. Well, that'd be great, wouldn't it? For London Conspiracy, obviously, stating obvious there. But Rain and Skirk
kill all the enemies.
Oh, Skirk with
Ow!
the P250 from miles away. Rubino gets himself a 1 as well. Just the 1 though, but that's the second going, to the blue corner. And now 3 plays 4. They're going to be pushing through long Overgaming, but LC are completely aware of this. And DSF's the man on the site. This is the guy we were talking about who saved the AK. Let's see what he can do. Gets 1. Can he get any more? He's been tagged heavily. And Kerry's going to drop him. So that's 3 on 2. But Rain and another man are on short. And Polly's down on the site. Polly gets 1 as well. Now Lola 1 versus 3. Gets jump shotted. And that's the answer. That's what they needed. An eco round 1. Fantastic stuff from London Conspiracy. Yes, they're still 12-6 behind. But that could jumpstart the comeback. So great round from them. And, Overgaming are going to be forcing it again, actually. So let's see if they can convert that into a consecutive round win here, London Conspiracy.
Filthy P250 shot there, though, setting them up for the whole thing, because once they killed there, they simply circled around, and that put Overgaming on the clock. They were forced into going ham on the A site. And okay, that was also nice. A pretty disgusting shot there from Apex. And that's put them very much in a good situation for this round, even though London Conspiracy did just win that last eco. They had enough money to buy this time. Yeah,
I mean, there's still only 4 guns for Overgaming, and London Conspiracy have got very good, a good array of grenades. So they've got a lot of flashbangs and stuff. So I wouldn't rule them out just yet, even having gone down a player. Just be interested to see how Overgaming want to play this one. Very slowly again, just like what was done to them. They're not going to rush into anywhere. They're going to be flashing their way into mid. And if they do choose, they're going to be smoking off CT. I mean, this is a weird one. They've got the bomb going towards tunnels and 1 man in middle. Okay, I think they're going to be faking the A here from short and then pushing B. Or they might just be pushing B. I'm a bit lost.
I can't tell you.
I can't work out what they're doing.
It's such an elaborate ploy, even the casters don't know.
Yeah. Oh, nice shot from low. That's going to open up the B bomb site. And that should be the kill that might even get them around here. And their Skirt can go huge. Gets 1. Can he get any more? He shouldn't be able to. No, he can't. So 3 and 1. Looking very good for Overgaming.
He's actually going to be encountering Alex, and Alex is going to be ending his life. So good round there for Overgaming. Or not, rather. That's the other team, London Conspiracy. And no way, I got it right the first time. I'm being stupid. Words, hard they are sometimes. But regardless, Overgaming sit themselves onto 13 rounds. 6 from London Conspiracy. Not much breathing room. Not much economy here for London Conspiracy. They're gonna need this round most definitely, or the next round probably most definitely. And from there, it's kind of just a matter of winging it. Obviously, getting this round would be very nice for them, but some things are a little bit too much to rely on when you only have pistols. Speaking of which, Rain versus Musambani, round 1.
Yeah, he's going to be pushing in here. Oh, it's actually Skirk that gets dropped. And Musambani get that second. He's going to be spraying him a little bit wildly. Doesn't get the frag, so Rain's going to be still living it up in tunnels. Still, you know, at large. Polly's going to take down Flipping, though. And that's a great kill to get. That's going to be expensive for Overgaming. Let's see if they can make it another successful eco. Rubino gets another frag. If he could take down Carey here as well, he's not going to. So the pistol duel going Carey's way. I was going to say if he could, then that could be considered, you know, another fantastic eco round. But I think what you were trying to say is, having lost that round under Conspiracy, they're facing the big 14 here. They're going to have to win every single round now to win the match in normal time. And you know, I'm not betting man. Well, actually, that's a lie. I've lost.
Yeah, you know, you actually are. By self-admitted, you almost have a gambling problem with skins. But go on.
So, if I were to bet, I'd probably bet on Overgaming, is what I was going to say.
But if I were to bet, and I do all the time, including this game.
And remember, I said LC were, you know, my choice because they were the underdogs, so the odds were better. So probably lose my skins on this one as well, the way it's going.
Smoke's on long. And Rubino is the man who will be receiving the push. Is he going to get anything for the trouble? Yes, he is. In fact, he hasn't even been taken down yet. Can he get another one here? USP? Well, he's not gotten the second, but he's not been killed for the trouble either. Flash goes out. He's looking to go for it, but the grenade down there catches him for all of what was left of his health.
DSF for the scout.
The scout. Damn. That was
Got two.
He's good. He's a good one, that one.
He's like a scout pro. Is he? I'm guessing he's a stand-in, because I'm racking my brains trying to think who's their fifth. But I'm fairly sure he's a stand-in. I'm gonna go and check that one because I don't want to sound stupid. But I don't recognise the name. Polly, Rubino, Rain, Skirk. Oh, I can't remember
I think this is the team they were running yesterday. Apart
really?
From Rain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was anyways. The scout.
I might be going mad. That happens a lot.
Yeah, anyway, with the scout getting 2 frags there, lovely stuff. And then the AWP as well coming in from Polly and Long. So brilliant defense, which is 2 members versus 3. So, you know, scope rifles, again, I said it was a map. I used the word AWP, but scope rifles, I guess, if you know, great with the scout, can be just as effective because there's a lot of open areas, a lot of long range choke points, and you know, that was most certainly showcased there.
If you've got that kind of, if one of the tricks you've got in your box is a really good scout player, then surely Dust 2 is the map where you'd expect to be doing well. Unfortunately, at the moment, although this round is presumably going to go their way, it would appear they are not doing quite so well. And a lot of time actually used by Overgaming here. They finally start to make a move through long. Scout versus man with a weapon, which is a rifle, which is M4. I can't see a damn thing because they flashed everyone. It looks like right now Overgaming are going to be making their push here onto the site, but thus far, ironclad defense from London Conspiracy.
Yeah, it's going to be flawless. Look at that. Yeah, it's actually PRB, the 5th member. I can't believe I forgot it. Forgot his name. So sorry, PRB. Forgot about you. I don't know if DSF is PRB with a different name, but
you're right. Now I remember he was definitely here before.
Yeah. I knew DSF.
Memory is appalling.
Well, I don't know if he's playing by a different name, but I knew DSF wasn't there. But anyway, 14-8. London Conspiracy, you know, they're fighting back. They've got a few rounds in a row here, having been pushed against the big 14. You know, the all-important one round remaining for Overgaming. London Conspiracy come out fighting. They haven't dropped a round yet. So, 14-8, still a very, very handsome scoreline if you're rocking a Spanish flag tonight. But London Conspiracy, as I say, still with a fighting chance. And, you know, it's absolutely possible. If they win every round now, they've won it. Simple as that. But it's perhaps not as simple as that. It's not going to be an easy thing.
It's always simple as long as you reduce it to the very most basic principles. Shoot man's win game. But it's worth noting London Conspiracy yesterday against Dignitas regularly went down like 7-0. They did it on 2 separate maps, and it was a damn close series in spite of that. So do not count them out until they are actually out and there is a fat lady singing, and all these metaphors are combined. Skirk and Rain, however, did just get dropped. Polly returns one, but the site push is on, and unless Polly can get another, it's going to be really, really tough times. No, she doesn't. He doesn't. I'm referring to her as him as a Polly. Polly is a girl's name. Whatever. Rubino going onto the site. He's a man on a mission. He's going to try it. Not a lot of rounds to play with. May as well go for it.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that thinking. And bit of
we have jumped through time itself.
And yeah, Musambani seems to have been the victor there. So Overgaming on 15 now. Just one more and they're going to be going to match point. Sorry, they're on match point. And one more we're going to be going to Mirage. So Overgaming, certainly they were the better team on the CT side. You know, London Conspiracy didn't really give as much. They didn't really show as much on Terra's side. I was very disappointed personally. And here we are with them on the attacking side and also showing a lot of class. By the way, that last strategy, phenomenal. Honestly, if you're a caller and in-game leader, go and watch this demo back and write down that strategy. What they did, it was like an A fake because they got members up to short and they flashed over and pushed as we see an exchange. Skirk and Alex trading. Musambani's going to take down Skirk though, so 4 plays 3. And I think I've got time to finish what I'm saying. Yeah, they kind of faked the A by pushing members up short, flashing over onto the A side. But then they jumped down from short with 2 members and made their way
Just
through
legged
CT. And then they met their member on mid. And Flippin's going to take down Rubino. So it became a B push. I finally finished what I was saying. And oh, did Kerry get that frag? Don't think he did. He missed that. So Polly and DSF, the members remaining. Did you say you were disconnected?
No. I was just saying they legged it. When you were talking about jumping down over and just heading up to CT there. But exactly. DSF trying to hold his team in the game, but it's not going to happen. They lose the first map. And Overgaming start themselves off in pretty commanding fashion there, 16-8.
Very commanding indeed.